friends. My name is Lisa Schmid, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, finishing a mint in my mouth. Welcome to New in the Studio. If you are new to us, we'd love to hear where you're from. And I don't know, weather always seems to be a big topic of conversation. But if you're here in Minnesota, we are preparing for 1 to 2 maybe e-learning days. No longer a snow day, but an e-learning day, which is still totally fine. So we'll see. I don't know. Tomorrow we'll make sure the kids are ready for that if we need to. We've heard the range from 12 inches, 8 inches, all the way up to 30 inches. Quite a range.
And now they're saying 23 here in the Twin Cities.
Oh my gosh, 2 feet. Wow, that's a lot. So anyway, this evening, I want to show you some simple cards that you can make using the Dainty Delights Designer Series paper. So let me show you where it comes from first, and then I'll show you some fun things you can do with it. So Dainty Flowers. So this is a celebration item. So it is free. I feel like I'm way over here, but so this is a celebration item. So it is free with a $50 order. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So let me show you the paper.
I think your chair just has to move over a little.
Okay. There we go. Done. Look at this. And I love this because look at, you have 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 cards that you could make just using this. And you get 2 sheets of each. The back is nice and watercolory. But you also get these smaller flowers, a little bit larger flowers, and greens. And then this really pretty, I don't know, it's kind of like a little bit of
wildflowers.
Yeah, like an amethyst color. It's just really, really pretty. What is the color with it? It is, fresh freesia. Yeah, so pretty. So anyway, that is a free Designer Series paper with
Sandy.
a $100 purchase. So I definitely want to share that with you. That coordinates with a stamp set I'm not using tonight, but I definitely wanted to show it to you. It coordinates with Dainty Delight, thus the name. And this is a really fun stamp set with lots of dies that come with it, as you can see. But that's not what I'm using tonight. So I'm going to set those aside. Just wanted to show you. All right. We are going to make a card using this right here, using one of these pieces. So very pretty. So I'm going to put it on Mellow Moss. And I know you're thinking, Lisa, do you know there's a square there? I do. But you know what? Look, it covers it up. So why not use it, right? What? Ta-da. Right. It covers it right up. So no need. Have no fear. We're just fine here. How about that? So I'm just going to cover that up. Why not? Doesn't matter. I can still use it. And then I think, no, it would definitely go this way.
I don't remember who, but someone we knew once did that. They would cut out the middle of the backs.
For sure.
So that they could save that big piece of paper.
To me, that's a little bit too much work, but I could see how it could be effective. And I am going to use Rich Razzleberry as my base. I'm just using a standard half sheet of cardstock here. I just want to make sure I get that scored. It is scored, but get it a little bit straighter than it was. And this is just going to go right here. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And you could literally stamp something right in the middle and be done. We're going to dress it up a little bit more than that. So I'm going to show you the dies that I used. I used the dies here from Framed Florets, which I'm also going to use that flower. And these are both in the spring mini catalog. So it's here on page 65. Love the font. Love this fun little frame. And the flower, it's just really pretty. It's just a super pretty stamp set. And these dies are so much fun. Look at all, there's just lots of different possibilities. So what I chose to do, I'm actually using this inside, and then I'm just using, it's this inside, and I'm using the outside. So I have a layer in Rich Razzleberry. So let's stamp something on here. I was thinking we could even do it sideways, because depending on what words. So I thought this was fun. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. That would definitely be sideways. or for a special person on a special day would more be up and down. Or thank you with all my heart. What do you think, Dave? Do you have a preference?
Birthday.
Birthday. This one?
Sure.
Wishes for a beautiful birthday. All right, and I'm going to grab my mat, which I need to order another one for the refuge because I realized do not have a mat or a silicone mat there. So I definitely want to get those. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this using...
Hey, Laverne. Hey, Cheryl.
Rich Raspberry. Hi, friends. Because that's what I love about Stampin' Up! Is the colors and the paper and everything just coordinates so nicely. There we go. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. That's really fun. And that is going to sit right on top of here. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop up the whole thing. Of course, we're going to decorate it with some other things because we can't be done yet. We could be, but you don't have to be. Might as well add a few more, right? So we'll put this on here, on this other oval. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop that up. Let's make sure I open the card the right way. So look at that, the flowers behind it, so pretty. And I'm going to use the edge because it's a pretty big piece for me to get some dimensionals for. So I'm going to use the edges of my dimensionals. I know you love when I just like randomly, whatever, it works, right? Totally works. There we go. Okay, so there's that and that. Okay, wishes for a beautiful birthday. Sandy, when's your birthday? I'm not sure I know. Let's go ahead and put that right there. I know Laverne's is February 8th. Cheryl, I don't know when yours is either. Okay, so I digress. I was thinking I wanted to put on here because we want some bling. We want maybe another flower as a focal point. So I want to go ahead and stamp this flower right here. And let's see. Yes. Now you don't have to stamp a flower. You could stop right there. Again, I'm just adding another little bit. I think I'm going to stamp 2 flowers and then I will die cut out 2 flowers. So let's go ahead and stamp these. And I think I'm mulling. I shouldn't mull. Just do it.
Don't mull, just do it.
All right. Can you grab me some markers then to color in my flowers? Rich Raspberry should be one of them. And maybe...
Stampin' Blends?
Yes, Stampin' Blends would be great. And maybe something pinky. Oops, I didn't put my mat down. That's okay. Still got it. All right. And I'm going to use my little mini boss and go ahead and die cut those out because we can, right? Why not die cut them out? Because I can die cut them out. Put that over there. All right. Oh, it's fun to make cards, isn't it? All right. So let's see if I'm going to do the squish the bug method. So I just keep rotating it around until I get it just right. I think I will. I think it's going to be okay. Squish the bug. All right, I think this one goes this way. Yes, it does. There we go. Whoop. All right, I think that's good. And we'll grab our little top plate, squish the bug, feed it through, and we'll put these 2 flowers right on the side. Okay, there we go. And you could do, oh wow, you could do 3. Thank you, dear. Or you could do just the 2 or maybe just 1. I don't know. We're going to have to see.
Cheryl's birthday is the 4th of October.
Oh, we got a long ways to go. So we could do 1 and 1. We could do 2 together. I think I'll do 2 on the side here. All right. Normally, before I die cut them out, I actually color them. But we'll go ahead and color now because we just want to add. Ooh, that's a nice bright color. What is this? Dark polished pink. That's pretty. Kind of like the pink. So we'll have to do the other one a different color, right? So, polished pink. We polished this weekend. I polished so much wood. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that I could polish that. I didn't know there was that much wood in a house. And I understand.
Our house has a lot of wood.
Our little falls house. And now I understand why In Downton Abbey, dark rich raspberry.
No.
And dark fresh.
There is no, they don't make raspberry blends.
Oh, then I'll use the fresh freesia. Now I understand why in Downton Abbey they have people who do it and polish the wood and take care of them. Anyway, I polished. I couldn't even tell you how much. I don't know how to quantify, but it was a lot.
About 1,000 board feet of.
A lot. Okay, now because I did my little squish the bug method, I don't like the way this came out, so I'm going to just trim it a little bit, which sort of, kind of defeats the purpose, but not really.
Totally defeats the purpose.
No, it does not totally. It's just I wanted a little closer, and I should have just secured it with a Post-it note, but that's okay. There we go. I just like that a little bit better.
Or some washi tape.
Or some washi tape. That's a good one, too. All right, let's go ahead and pop this one up. It's pretty, isn't it? It just gives it a little something. I'm going to do it that way. And then this one, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on. To make it pop up a little bit higher. Why not? Right? Why?
Do you have your phone down here?
I do not. Did you want to take a picture of me?
No.
Okay, just curious. All right, so I'm going to overlap that a little bit on top. Don't want it to cover that happy birthday. It's pretty, but we're not done yet. Okay, so the next thing we want to add, we definitely want to add some bling, and I did pull out my iridescent gems. They are right here. I love these. They are so fun. Look at this. They are sparkly. I just think they're super, super fun. So I'm going to put a big one on the big flower and a little one on the little flower. So there's 1 and 2. So very pretty. Love it. Love it. The card that I was copying from also had some ribbon under here. Somebody's calling. Oh, Laverne's calling. That's odd. What are you calling about? You're watching me. Can you type it in the chat? Is there something wrong? So some people also put a ribbon under here. I think I'm good with it just like this, though. Don't you think, Dave? I don't think I need anything else.
I don't think you do.
So very beautiful. I do want to stamp a flower on the inside because why wouldn't I? Of course you could stamp something on the inside, or maybe I'll just stamp some like greens. And then I could color them, don't have to color them. Oops. Thanks, Laverne. I was like, uh-oh, what's wrong? I was like, can you not hear me?
Brandy has my phone.
Oh, funny. That's very funny. All right, so I'm just going to put a little greens right there, just like that, on the inside, just to add a little something. And I'm going to color it while Dave talks to you. So remember, this was a celebration item, this pretty, pretty beautiful paper.
So while Lisa does that, it is a celebration item. And for those of you who don't know, celebration is our twice a year, although this year's only once a year.
Yep.
Once a year this year. Celebration. And with that, that means for every $50, you get to choose something free.
I love free.
And so if you order $50, you choose from the $50. If you order $100, you could get 1 from the $100, or you could get 2 from the $50. But there are so many amazing things. So let's just take a look at the $50 items.
Because there are some that have been added, and I've been remiss in getting this out to you. So at least I can show you here. There are extra items in the $50.
So here are some of the things that you can get for $50. You can get that wonderful 3/4 inch frayed ribbon, the Hive embossing folder. I love the Hive. Makes a beautiful honeycomb. Loveliest Layers decorative masks. A couple of our kits are in here as well. Enjoy the Journey, the paper.
I'm going to show you a card with that we're going to make at Card Cafe.
Let's Party treat packaging. Another embossing folder, Into the Clouds. The Song Builder punch. I mean, so it's fun. Great as songbirds. It also makes great Angry Birds or Not So Angry Birds. The kindness, the essential tag punch. I mean, that punch is so versatile. You can use it for so many different things.
Essential.
It is essential.
All right. You could just flip through. You don't have to say them all. But
I'm not saying them all.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But they did add extras, and that's what I wanted you to make sure you saw that there are extra.
All right, look away. I'm going to scroll up.
Why?
I don't want to get motion sick.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to my card here because it's all
just
done
one last thing.
Sure, go ahead.
Some of the $100 items. Let's take a look.
Okay, let's look.
So some great dies from Eden's Garden.
Yep.
Beautifully Happy, the stamp set.
That's what I would
and
get.
the Dandy Designs paper that
That's
Lisa's
my favorite.
featuring.
That's my
no,
favorite.
that's not today. Sorry, that's the other one.
But I
We're doing
love
Dainty today, not Dandy.
Dainty, not Dandy. Yep.
All right.
All right. So there, I put some Winkastella on my little flower there. You can see, and I colored a little bit and just stamped that inside. So that's one very. Okay, it would have been simpler if I just stamped on the flowers, but I kind of kept taking it up a notch, and I really like it. Did you want to say anything else? Or you want me to make the other card?
Go ahead, make the other card.
All right. So the next card I'm going to make is another. I'm going to say it's simple. It's a simple layout because it features. Why are you laughing? Because nothing is simple.
Your idea of simple isn't always so simple.
I know, but this is.
But this one really is.
But this one really, it really is. So again, I'm going to use rich raspberry, but I've cut it in half the other direction. And we could use either of these. If you came to Card Cafe, you'll recognize this card because we did make it there. And because that's how simple it is. So I'm kind of liking this one with the yellow flowers. So I'm going to put
Rudbeckia.
Oh, yes, with the Rudbeckia. Wow, that is something, Dave. Okay, and I am going to. Can you go over and in that box get that rib? I'll just use the white. It's okay. I'll just use what I have here. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that on. And so pretty. You've heard me say this before, but I absolutely think one of Stampin' Up's great strength is the coordinating colors because everything looks better when it coordinates. Okay, and then I'm just going to stamp a very simple little thank you on my paper here. This thank you comes from Something Fancy, which is right here, that little thank you. You can never have too many thank you cards. That's my opinion. And here we go. There we go. Kaylee, are you watching? Our friend, somebody at school this morning said, "Oh, I love that card on Saturday." I was like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Funny, because you were watching. That's awesome. All right.
That's not funny. That's great.
I know. That's why I was like, that's great. I'm going to go ahead. This just fits in there. Thank you. And then we're going to punch out using my double oval. Love punches. Love, love, love. We're going to pop that up because why not, right? We would always want something popped up. 3-dimensional something, right? That just gives it a little more oomph. Okay. So far, I mean, it's so very pretty.
That'd be a great card to use to send. We had quite the work crew at the refuge this weekend.
I should make another one.
We had our friends Paul and Danina. We had my sister and her husband and his daughter. My parents came up for a few hours, so we had just many work crew that went bananas. We got so much done.
So Dave and I counted, and I think we have over 50 things on our list that we got done. Over 50. Okay, this is probably going to be too small as I'm watching. I'm trying to do it. No, I think I got it. Okay. So this ribbon is kind of a funny ribbon. I like it doubled. I don't care for it as much. Where did it go? No, sorry. I like it doubled. I don't care for it. I'm going to make a bigger piece. As much single
this is the
because
crinkled seam binding.
Yep, it's a little bit thinner, but I do, if you double it, because it's thin, it does make a really nice bow or knot or whatever you're making. So let's try again. I needed a little more and make a little bow. There we go. Okay, much better. I'm like, what's going on here? What happened there? Isn't that sweet? I really do like it. Let's trim those. And that. A little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch out for the scissors.
Flying shoes.
There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on. I kind of wanted to see what my bow or ribbon was. I like it on the side. And
Did you burn yourself? With what?
Oh, right here? No, it's a bruise, but I don't know what I got it from.
Pickleball.
Probably. No, I think it was actually something this weekend. I'm not sure what. And since I can't seem to find my little glue dots, nope, I'm just going to use a dimensional. Why not? You know, these are, I want the small ones. These would be really cute earrings too.
What?
Dave's like, what are you talking about? No, I'm going to use the glue. I have glue dots here, but I'm just going to use this because that'll hold it. There we go. Look at, we'll just leave that there for a moment. Don't touch it.
Let it dry.
Yep, let it dry. And while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and stamp one of.
Soon will dry.
I'm sorry. Did you want to sing? Don't quit.
Let it dry.
Love you. Don't quit your day job. Okay. And I want to put inside just one of our Dainty Delight because that's what these flowers are. So I'm going to pick one that has very little to color. Just letting you know that's how I'm choosing it because I just want to color. There are the glue dots. I just want to color a little bit. Okay, so I keep all my adhesives in this little container, and if I don't put it back, that's what happens. And I think I am going to stamp it instead of in black. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in the rich raspberry. I think that, I don't know, that's the whole color of the thing, right?
It's a very fun name to say.
I know, right? Rich
raspberry.
Raspberry. There we go. I didn't use my matte, but that's okay. And I don't even think it needs to be colored, honestly. I am going to take my little watercolor.
Water painter.
Water painter. Get the water flowing. There we go. And because this ink is still kind of damp or wet, I'm just going to run it over.
Hi, Marcia.
These little flowers just to give it a little color. Look at that. Now, if I let this sit and came back to it, I wouldn't be able to do this because it just works right after you stamp it before they dry. How sweet is that? I like it.
Can you hold that up to the camera a little bit?
I will.
There we go. Now we see it.
There it is.
Boom.
Boom. But you know what? I'm sorry. I got to color in these leaves. I just need a little green in there. So, yes, we crossed off about 50 things off our to-do list, which is craziness. Because when we made the list, I was like, I don't think there's any way we can get through all this weekend. And we
got through it and more.
I know. We would all of us, if we finished something and it wasn't on the list, we would write it and then cross it off because we got to keep track. And I'm telling you, our friend Paul cleaned our oven. It is sparkling. I honestly didn't think it could get that clean. It is so beautiful. All right. So there we go. There you have it. Isn't that pretty? Just so very simple. This is the other ribbon I had used for this is this old olive. Didn't stamp anything on the inside. I might right now, and you can see the paper, I'm guessing, I don't remember. Anyway, this paper also would make 6 different designs. And if you wanted to, you could add some things to pop it up or to like accents. All right. Do you have something else you want to tell us?
I do.
Rescue me.
You mentioned that this design was one we made at Card Cafe. And so you may be asking, Card Cafe, what is Card Cafe? Card Cafe is our in-person event that happens here at the studio in Minnetonka. You come and you can select 5 of the available designs. You get to make 2 cards of each design. So you walk away with 10 beautiful cards, including the one you just saw. Could be one of your choices. Our next Card Cafe happens Saturday, February 25th. It's from 10 to noon here in the studio in Minnetonka. $25 to register, and the deadline is tomorrow. Now, Wednesday night, we said. Wednesday night. So we make sure that we have enough supplies for everybody. So again, Card Cafe this Saturday, 10 designs to choose from. Make 2 of each of the 5 that you select. We also will give you a $5 credit towards a $30 order if you decide to order stuff that day as well. So a win, and you get to come here and have fun. And by Saturday, we're all going to be tired of being snowbound, and you're going to want to get out of the house. So come join us for Card Cafe.
Yeah. And I was just going to I'll show you a little mistake I made and then how I'm going to fix it. Because, that happens, right? And I don't know, sometimes, you might think, oh, everything's just perfect. Well, you know that it's not when I make them. But so I thought I stamped this and I thought, oh, what if I stamped what? Yeah, no, that is hideous. Hideous. So let's just put a piece of cardstock right on top of it. That is just fine. We can layer it right on top and no one will know the wiser.
So you're going to hide it because it's hideous. H-I-D-E.
All right. I want to show you one of the cards that we are going to make. Just give me a second. Here we go. At Card Cafe. This also is one of the additional items that was added to the celebration. And I may have shown you this before. My friend Amy, Amy Rich, I love her. She designed this card and it is so very cool. And with the dark blue, actually, I'm going to do a different one. The dark blue, inside here are stars. It is just such a cool card. I made it the other day.
I call it the observatory because you peer through the
opening. Look at you. That's kind of fancy. Okay, observatory. I like it. How about the peek through? No, that sounds weird. Okay, anyway, this is one of the cards we're going to make because it is so simple that we will make it at Card Cafe. And this is one that we did make last month. So, all right, that is what I have for you, friends. I don't believe I have anything else. I was just looking for my cards because I like to have them in our little picture there, in our frame. So today is Monday. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, and I might see you twice on Saturday, right? I might see you at Card Cafe, and I might see you, hopefully I'll see you on the broadcast for sure. And the broadcast is actually live from here this weekend. We are not at the Refuge on Saturday. Tears. But that's okay. We have so much going on Saturday.
We have like 6 events.
I know. We need to be here. So, all right, friends. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening. If you stamped something, we'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Dave would love to see it. I'd love to even more to copy it. And if you like the page, if you like stamping, like the page, share it, blah, 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 blah. This is when Dave gives me a wrap it up. Yeah. All right. That's all right. He loves me. All right, friends. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. But until then, happy stamping.